Imagine a vault. A vault so massive, so dense with wealth, that its contents could end poverty, crash every stock market on Earth, and rewrite the laws of human civilization overnight. Most people think the trillion-dollar space race is a fairy tale, a sci-fi fever dream, fueled by government waste and vanity. They think we are throwing money into a vacuum. They are wrong. We aren't spending trillions to leave our problems behind. We are investing trillions to ensure our economy doesn't hit a ceiling. The trillions aren't a line item on a government budget, they are a projected market valuation. A transition. We are moving from an era where space was a cost to an era where space is a profit center. If we don't solve our problems on Earth, the next frontier is our only survival strategy. It's the ultimate Plan B. But before we can reach the stars, we have to look at the ground beneath our feet. Think about your daily life, the GPS that guides you home, the internet that connects your world, the high-precision agriculture that feeds your city. All of this, the very fabric of modern life, is powered by the space economy. It's already here. It's just about to get much, much bigger. To understand the mystery, we first have to debunk the greatest lie of the space age, the waste myth. The common narrative is that we are wasting trillions of taxpayer dollars on rockets. But the data tells a different story. NASA doesn't consume trillions. In fact, it receives roughly half of 1% of the annual federal budget. It's a drop in the bucket. The real story isn't about who is paying the bill. It's about who is betting the house. The conversation has shifted from why are we spending so much to why is the private sector pouring so much of its own money into this? We're witnessing a private industrial revolution. This isn't just government exploration anymore. It's venture capital. It's the new Wild West. But where is the money actually flowing? To find the truth, we have to peel back the layers of the orbital economy. Layer 1, the infrastructure. The trucking of space. For decades, space was a one-way trip. You built a rocket, you used it once, and it fell into the ocean. It was prohibitively expensive. Then came the revolution of reusability. By slashing the cost of moving cargo to orbit, we've turned space into a logistics hub. Then there is Layer 2, the satellite services. This is the current cash cow. Satellite communications, GPS, and Earth observation are currently driving a global space economy worth over $700 billion. But that's just the beginning. That's the now. To find the trillions, we have to look at the next. Layer 3, the manufacturing and resource layer. This is the gold rush. Asteroid mining is the holy grail. Some of these rocks contain more platinum, gold, and rare earth minerals than have ever been mined on Earth. Capturing these resources wouldn't just be a win for a corporation. It would effectively end resource scarcity on our home planet. And then there's space manufacturing. Certain materials, fiber optics, specialized pharmaceuticals, and high-purity crystals can be produced more perfectly in microgravity. We are building factories in the sky. We are creating a luxury frontier where space tourism creates a market for orbital hotels and suborbital flights. So, let's look at the numbers. The current global space economy is roughly $400 to $700 billion. Experts predict we will hit the $1 trillion mark by 2030. By 2040, heavyweight investment banks project an annual revenue of over $1 trillion. And then there is the SpaceX outlier. Some analysts argue that a single company could be valued at nearly $2 trillion. Why? Because they hold the keys. They own the logistics. They own the highways to the frontier. But every gold rush has its shadows. Every revolution has its cost. As we move toward a trillion-dollar economy, we face a terrifying threat, the Kessler syndrome, a chain reaction of collisions, a cloud of orbital junk, so dense that it could trap us on Earth forever, destroying every satellite we rely on. Then there is the monopoly question. If one or two companies own the highways to space, do they become the most powerful monopolies in human history? And finally, the equity gap. The US currently claims nearly half of all commercial space activity. Is space becoming a rich man's club? A place where only the wealthiest nations and corporations can harvest the trillions, leaving the rest of the world behind? We are standing at the edge of the greatest economic shift in human history. Space isn't an escape. It isn't a fantasy. It is an expansion. It is the next chapter of our story. If we want to survive as a species, we have to become a multi-planetary economy. The trillions aren't a cost. They are an insurance policy. The question is no longer if we will go. The question is who will own the way.